in this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps involved with being a lead judge. As a lead judge, it's your responsibility to kind of come through and help us find the best artists in each of the categories you've been nominated to help with. In this case, you can see I'm at my judging dashboard, which you can find by going to therookies.co/judge. When you log in, you'll be taken to this page and you will see the contest categories that you've actually been nominated to help with. So in this case, I'm helping out with 3D animation, visual effects, and concept art and illustration. I can see at the moment that the status is preliminary judging. This is essentially the stage where lead judges come through and actually help by categorizing and providing scores to each of the entries from a 0 to 10 ranking. We basically then use this to actually help us select our finalists. And at that point, we actually move into the next stage of judging. So when you come through to your dashboard, you can simply select one of these contest categories and you'll be taken through to our review and score tool. So what you'll see here is each of the entries, all their information will be and content will be shared on the left-hand side here. And then you'll have a scoring and note making section on the right. You'll also notice at the top here, we've got a few menu items. So we've actually got, by default, you get sent to pending review. What this pending review one is, this is actually providing, showing you entries that we actually need you to review. So these are the ones that, would be great to start with. So when you actually come through, you'll see normally people should have a description, but you'll see all the images. So these are the ones that we want you to review first. You can actually, if you don't want to review one, which sometimes happens, you might just, not be sure about it or just want to move on to something else. You can actually go through and hit next. This will move you to the next entry and you can choose to review this one. If you want to actually get a bit of an overview of how things are going and what type of entries have been submitted, you can just hit the submissions one. This is going to show you every single entry that has been submitted. And you can kind of click through that just to get a bit of an idea of seeing, what type of work's coming through? Like, is it good? Is it not so good? You might even find one that you actually really just want to dig in and just take a closer look at. And you can just hit the button here, which will take you directly to allow you to review that. But the best place to go is just pending review, come through. You can actually have a closer look at images by clicking on them and then just going in and clicking again to maximize them. You can just sort of move around through here and cycle through each of the images. So when you've actually decided what you'd like to score them, simply go through and add your score. The other option available here is a badge. You can actually add an Excellence Award badge, but we don't want to hand these out to everyone. Really, these should be only awarded to people that have really, really impressed you for whatever reason it is, whether it's technical, creative, presentation, whatever it is. We're happy for you to award these. These get sent directly to the entrant. It doesn't say who it's from, but obviously they get a lot out of that, which is pretty cool. But don't hand them out like lollies. Just kind of, you use your judgment. And if someone really impressed you, feel free to go actually award them. There's also an internal note section here. This, as it says, is really only for you. It doesn't go to the entrant. It doesn't go to us. It just helps you if maybe you just want to come back. Hey, I'm not sure about blah, blah, blah. I just want to go look at some other entries or I want to come back to it. That's going to flag that one for you to look at later. So once I'm happy with that, I can hit submit. So what's going to happen is I can actually then go through and see, hey, these are my previously reviewed ones. If I actually come through, if I go through, we can actually just do these by most recent. So I can come through and hit edit score. I can come back straight to that one. If I should have given it more, or whatever it is, or I made a mistake, you can always come back and access that one. It's going to rank these by highest to lowest by default, but you can come through and just adjust by most recent if you want to change something. So you can also see here with notes added, I actually added a note to this one. So this is maybe something that you can come back with. Maybe you're halfway through something, or as I said, there was some reason for you to add a note. You can come back through and edit that. So the other thing worth mentioning is, you've obviously got options to skip through to next and previous if you're just not sure you want to review something. And there's also report this entry, which is really helpful for us. What this does is will actually take a entry offline and allow us to review it. So the times where you might actually do this is when you see professional work. That's definitely a no-no. If you even see that in an entry, even if it's for 3 seconds in a demo reel, you need to flag that because we can't let people have an unfair advantage by showing polished professional work in their entry. This is about non-professional artists. So please flag that. Anything that might be in sort of off-putting in terms of just whether it's the topic, whether it's whatever it is, just let us know if you don't think it's nice content, and also if it's maybe even in the wrong category. Sometimes say for concept art, we'll actually have a lot of people put in all their 3D work, or we'll have people put visual effects work into games, or whatever it is. So if you're unsure, just let us know and flag it. It's not a big deal. It just brings it to our attention. We can go through and check that out. So yeah, it's kind of pretty straightforward. Once you start getting through all your entries, and depending on how much time you have and staying on top of it, just sort of jump around through each of the categories that you've been nominated for, and go through and just add your reviews. And when you've actually reviewed everything, you'll realize that there's no more for you to review in that category. We're not expecting you to get to that level by reviewing everything. It does, we do get quite a fluctuation and even sort of a hockey stick effect in terms of a graph of we just get so many entries sort of the end of May. But it really is helpful to sort of come back and keep trying to stay on top of the entries and help us really catch entries that are either incorrect or just basically helping us categorize these people to make it easy for us to nominate our finalists at the end. So that's all there really is to being a lead judge. If you need any help, you can actually jump on our Discord channel. We'll set you up as a judge, and we can have a little private section there where you can just add notes or just say, hey, I came across this. What do you reckon about this? Whatever it is, we can have a chat there. There's also our live chat, which can be accessed through help.therookies.co, or actually any of the main pages through the website. And yeah, you can just reach out to us and we can have a chat. But yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you very much for your help.